नमस्कार दर्शकों, आप सभी का स्वागत है चाय पे चर्चा और पॉडकास्ट शो बाय खुशबू सेठ सीजन 3। आज हमारे चाय के अड्डे में जुड़े हुए हैं हमारे साथ मिलन मोदी, जिन्होंने किया है MBA इन मार्केटिंग along with that engineering. He has 10 years of experience in digital marketing. तो let's welcome मिलन जी to our show called चाय पे चर्चा। मिलन जी, आपका स्वागत है हमारे शो पे।
Thank you, Khushbu, for a very warm welcome. Really obliged to be a part of this podcast.
And we too are. हमारे दर्शक आपके साथ चर्चा करने के लिए बहुत इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि आज शुक्रवार है और 5 बज गए हैं, तो हमारा चर्चा का टाइम शुरू हो गया। So मिलन जी, in your career, you have started with the ground level और आप एक अच्छे से पोजीशन में हो आज अभी इस वक्त। So how you feel that you would like to share your milestone in your career which you have come across with?
So, how do I put it? So, first of all, thank you for calling me here. I would like to actually summarize the last 9-10 years of my journey into broadly 3 kinds of work which I have done.
Okay.
The first one is actually, client or brand management, right? So, the kind of role that actually I am in right now is actually interacting with a lot of people from the brand side, media side, and their CEOs, CMOs, and media managers and so on. So the role is actually to understand the brand requirement, try to convert the brand and marketing challenge into a media challenge.
Yes.
And then how do we in the end up solving it with the help of media, whether it is television, print, radio, outdoor cinema or digital.
Yeah.
Second part of my role is broadly into stakeholder management, right? So when I say stakeholders, it's a mix of both internal and external stakeholders. When I say internal stakeholders, these are people, my immediate team with whom I work, both people below me and people above me.
Okay.
In terms of external stakeholders also, there are a whole, it's an entire ecosystem which includes your ad tech partners, data partners, people with whom we interact on a daily basis. It may be the Google Metas of the world, it may be the OTTs of the world,
Yes.
or it may be innovation partner which we feel will help solve the brand challenge.
Brands in the future.
That's my second, important leg of the last 10 years or so. The third one actually is, which I put a lot of weightage to, is actually training. Right? When I say training, today if I ask you 6 years back, was OTT so big? The answer is no.
No.
4 years back, was connected TV so big? The answer is no. Right? So we emphasize a lot of training, whether it is going to the Google and the Meta offices to understand the new tech from them, or whether it is to call the OTT people, the ad tech, martech people into our office, and understanding how these tech can be leveraged to meet the brand problems.
Yeah.
So these 3 I would like to quantify as highlights of the last 10 years or so, in which I have evolved myself.
Yeah, social media marketing, I mean, this is the thing which day by day changes and which comes with a new technology. So you are very versatile in your work for all these years you have been doing it out. So can you share, you must be also with somewhere face the challenges, because the day by day Meta is also having a new kind of rules and regulations and all that thing. So how come you face these challenges and all that?
So one big way of understanding how media planning or strategic media planning works is actually understanding the consumer, right?
Yeah.
So what are the consumer touch points, what is his daily habits, or where can we reach him via media, right? So if I were to do media planning, let's say 10 years back, it was actually media forward because there were less mediums where the consumer was spending time on. Right now, the consumer has almost 6 mediums where his attention span is reducing. And how do I understand his day in the life and then convert that into and reach him via media with my brand communication. So
this thing will be helpful to our audience also, if they are into the business and they want to put forward. So your views and the opinions, they will help them out more, So how to, join with the company and what is an important point or the important process for the good advertisement or the planning and all that things.
Sure. So that is the first part. You understand what the consumer is. Second part is actually how do you reach him. When I say reach him, how do you reach him contextually, right? So a lot of times when you consume media, whether it is television, print, radio, outdoor, you sometimes feel the communication is bombarded to you.
Yeah.
Right? So you sometimes feel अरे ये कब खत्म होगा, मेरे को इसको skip करना है और मेरे को मेरा जो शो में देख रहा हूँ या मूवी देख रहा हूँ, कोई टेलीविजन प्रीमियर देख रहा हूँ, मेरे को वो देखना है. The way to navigate this is actually doing something called as contextual communication. Suppose if you are reading something around sports and if you are shown a decathlon ad, it will make more sense to you than simply showing the decathlon ad to anybody and everybody.
Yeah.
So when the user is in the context of purchasing something, whether it is YouTube or whether it is display or whether it is even
many
listening,
platforms are there.
Yeah. So at that time, if you contextually place your ad, it increases the chance of the memory
and then
recall
this
of that particular
targeted, is hammered in their brain.
Yeah. So rather than being hammered, it is important that you target the right person. The third thing which we do and which is very important actually is avoid spillage.
Okay.
Right? So always when you get a brief, the media monies are limited. So our goal is to how do you ensure you get the maximum of those media monies, and this is actually solved with the help of something called as programmatic buying. Right?
Okay.
So in the programmatic buying, what happens is it actually ensures that you are reaching X number of people Y number of times. Right? So the moment those number of exposures to a person are over, it immediately goes to the next individual, thereby increasing your reach and giving you the maximum juice of the monies that you have put in. So programmatic buying actually is a boon for any and every digital marketing that is there, not only in India but across the world. Yeah. So these are three things which.
So you must be running, different campaigns and all that things.
Yeah.
So can you share the one which is, memorable to you and you would like to share with our audience, because our audience are very much curious to know more about it.
So one key campaign which I remember is actually in the sexual wellness category.
Okay.
So here what happens is in the field of media is that whenever you try to promote a video which is in the sexual wellness zone, you face a lot of ad disapprovals, right? So
true.
There are different rules on different media. Television pay you have some rules, digital pay you have some rules.
Every different sectors has a few sets of rules.
Yeah. So one challenge which we faced was we were not able to reach out to maximum number of people to increase awareness.
Yeah.
So what we did is, and apparently 2 years back, there was a big buzzword that was there in the field of marketing was actually metaverse.
Yeah.
So we actually created a metaverse for our brand, which was the first ever metaverse created in the sexual wellness category.
Okay.
In India. So we created a metaverse for our brand, which actually bypassed all these rules of disapprovals. Second is, not only this, we actually used social media to create a chatbot of sort, which people can actually interact and ask questions around sexual wellness, safe sex practices, and they get the answers from the chatbot. So they are also in their intimate private zone,
chatbots is easy,
and still they get it.
Way to ask your questions and your query has been sorted out.
And you feel very in a private and a cozy zone in your mobile.
Yes,
right?
True.
And the third one was actually the use of WhatsApp. So we created a lot of WhatsApp stickers which people can actually share and share it with their friends to communicate the message, which typically they won't. So these three things we actually understood the consumer behavior, that they're active on this AI tech which is called metaverse.
Yeah.
They're active on chatbot and they're also active on WhatsApp. So we use these three insights to create a big campaign out of that for that particular brand.
So AI and chatbot is nowadays in the trend. So it's really been targeting the right person to the right time. So, I came to your profile and I saw that you handle 2 cities, the metro cities, Mumbai and Kolkata. So how you manage, because the 2 metro cities and Mumbai and Kolkata, there's not a few number of people. There are millions of populations and all that things, and you must be having a good number of clients. So it's easy to manage it out.
Sure. So talking about cities, yes, there are 2 cities, but when you look at the kind of individuals or the chief marketing officers, chief executive officers.
Do you feel like Kolkata and Mumbai, the need of an audience will be different? And can you say?
So the way people the way people think marketing is different in both the cities.
Yeah.
Right. However, the markets where we want to do awareness or to get leads from is actually the same. So whether I am in Mumbai, whether I am interacting with a client in Calcutta, the target market is more or less similar. The category in which I am interacting is different. For example, if I am dealing with somebody in the construction or the chemical space,
Yeah.
the brand problems will be different. Whereas if I am dealing with somebody in the face care, skincare space, the brand
Their
problem will
brand
be
and
different. Right?
campaigns will be different.
What we do is actually we understand where is the brand currently, what are the brand challenges, and how can media help solve the brand problems. Now it is, there are some brands who run behind only female audiences on media. There are some brands who run behind hardcore people who are in the construction space.
Yes.
There are some brands who are running behind serious male audiences. There are some brands who are running behind somebody entering the BFSI category, right? So every brand has a different challenge, and our role is actually to understand that challenge and recommend how can media help solve that challenge, and which media to recommend. So that is also critical. A lot of times a brand might feel that my consumer is only on this media, I will not do any other media, but the scenario is different, right? So we use different audience insights tool to understand where the audience is currently present. And how can media help solve the brand problem.
Even the same brand faces different challenges also.
Correct.
Yeah, if we talk about skincare, so even the different companies in skincare faces different challenges.
Correct.
So it will like difficult for you to segregate how to make a plan, proper setups and all that things
Yeah.
to relevant them to promote their businesses and all that.
Correct. That's right. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So it was nice talking to you on this चाय पे चर्चा podcast, and I hope हमारे audience को आपके साथ बात करके मुझे और अच्छा लगा होगा. उनके बारे में ज़्यादा जानकारी चाहिए तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में सारे डिटेल्स दिए गए हैं. हम मिलते हैं अगले शुक्रवार को 5 बजे किसी और के साथ with some new topic. So thank you so much, Milind, for this talk with us in Chai Pe Charcha.
Thank you,
You want to
Khushbu.
say something to our audience?
So I've been following this particular channel on social media, and very happy to be a part of this podcast. Again, podcast is the next big thing which is happening
Yes.
in the field of media. All the short form and the vertical videos are consumed a lot by people of all age groups. So
Yeah.
happy to be a part of this podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for having
Thank you,
me.
Khushbu, for your time.
Bye. Namaskar. Welcome Milind Modi to Chai Pe Charcha Rapid Fire Round. The first question to is, what is your favorite pastime?
5 kilometer run with music on.
Okay, phone, call or emails?
WhatsApp or call.
Okay, spending time in the mountains on or over the beach?
Mountain.
Good. Formal or casual wear in a meeting?
Smart casuals.
Oh wow. A book that probably inspire you the most?
The Krishna Key and The Rosable Line by Ashwin Sanghi.
Thank you for providing your 1 minute time for Chai Pe Charcha.
Thank you.